Black Alpha Network. Power to the people.
That's our motto. We want freedom by any means necessary.
Hell, I might be anywhere, but when I leave, you remember I said with the last words on my lips, I am a revolutionary.
All right, one love, everybody. Welcome to the Black AlphaCast. Salutes all the certified Black society. As you know, this is Black Alpha 6. We are the Black Alpha Network, the most thorough. We got a real thing, we got our own thing, and we pushing right now. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, because this shit building quick. Make sure you hit the like button, because we on one, and that's a fact. Why is this the most thorough? Because it's all of us all together. We don't cheerlead, we don't chase, none of that. And we damn sure ain't no fan club. All about black empowerment, that's it. Anything other than that, we don't even acknowledge. Black empowerment, black liberation, that's the goal and the primary focus. And when we say Black Alpha Network, that's exactly what it is. We networking. All of us, all is one. Not just me, us, the whole team. I'm talking everybody. You, me, the whole fucking squad. There's strength in numbers and we stronger together. That's how you build a code and we sticking to it. So make sure you subscribe and pass it around and we gonna keep on building. Facts. But right now, we gonna do what the fuck we do. And everybody who know Black Alpha 6, you know how I get down. We gonna talk about something that don't nobody want to talk about. Well, let me say this. We gonna talk about somebody that all of us real ones ain't scared to speak about. You feel me? We gonna talk about somebody that us B1s and us certifieds, we been exposing since day one. We been calling this motherfucker out. No passes, no feelings, and no emotions. Once you remove that, once you remove all the fakes and all the scared niggas, and you just talking that live and direct shit, because that's how we do over here on the Black Alpha Network. And you know we come with it as real as can be. No filters. That's how we get down over here. And I've been saying that shit since the beginning. Black folks, we don't really operate good when we script it. You know what I'm saying? When you try to get a black person to talk in a straight motherfucking line and not be themselves, that's not our nature. Our nature is seeing shit and saying it how the fuck it is. Our shit is seeing things the way they are and telling you how the fuck we feel. That's how black folks get down. And I'm Black Alpha 6, so we about to straight shoot. So with that said, today on this AlphaCast, we gonna talk about Barack Ho-Bama. Yup, his motherfucking ass. And when we talk about him, there won't be no passes given. You won't get no goddamn forgiveness. You won't get none of that. All that greasy shit that he be saying about black folks and hip hop and all that little sneaky slide shit he be doing, we gonna give his ass that same energy. So I hope you know that. And I'm just the person to do that. I'm the man for the job, because I don't give a fuck. And every time I speak, the truth come out. So I done seen this sucker ass nigga. And by the way, we gonna have to keep this shit somewhat brief, because there's so many things that we could say about this clown. This episode would have to be like 5 fucking hours. So we're gonna break that shit down into this time we have right now today. But let's talk about the most recent shit that he done did. He done came out after the election, said some shit about hip hop. They asked him a question, or he's got a book. That's what it is. He's got a book to sell. So now he's flapping his motherfucking gums. You know what I mean? The motherfucker never flaps his gums when it comes to white supremacy. Never flaps his motherfucking gums when it comes to white people. Then he turns into a little motherfucking square. You know what I mean? He's soft in the carnival cotton candy. He faking and Lee press on nails when he start talking about white folk. But when he start talking about black folks, all of a sudden he grow balls then. Then all of a sudden he turn into a fucking tough guy. He ain't gonna say shit about whitey, because you know, he's scared. If you scared, nigga, just say you're scared, nigga. You feel me? So they asked him about hip hop and why black men voted for Donald Trump. Now mind you, we talking about fucking like 3%. You know what I mean? Real B1s and certifieds, we didn't fuck with Trump or Biden. Why? Because we understand Trump and Biden are the same fucking person. Two old ass 70-plus-year-old white men. White supremacists. So the niggas that we talking about voted for Donald Trump, they was probably some motherfucking clown like 50 Cent. You know what I mean? He a hoe ass nigga. He been a hoe ass nigga. You feel me? Lil Wayne, hoe ass nigga, been a hoe ass nigga. You wasn't getting no real certified niggas. You wasn't getting no real G's. Wasn't no real motherfuckers voting for no damn Donald Trump. Real niggas sat out the election and said, hey, I'm cool on all that shit. You feel me? So really he's taking some clown ass niggas and he's trying to apply them to your average everyday certified black. You can't compare these niggas who voted for Trump to no power black. Them wasn't no real alpha males. The B1s wasn't on that. So the first thing this sucker does, and I don't even think he was asked the question, I think he initiated it. Nonetheless, the first thing he does is talk about, well, you know, I think that, you know, Donald Trump represents everything that black men like. Hip hop, bling bling, gold plated, basically AKA black men are a bunch of dumb niggas. And if you sing and dance to the motherfuckers, they'll like you. Basically. Now there's a lot of motherfucking problems with that. There's the shit that's wrong on the surface because it's bullshit. And then it's a little deeper because nigga, your motherfucking party been singing and dancing for black folks for 60 motherfucking years. Go look at my Jim Crow Joe video. Go look at my Cop Allah. Go look at my Breaking the Shackles of the Democratic Party video. I broke all that shit down to each one of those videos. The Democrats have been the niggas out here doing the nay-nay. Talking about I'm rolling with hot sauce. Out here doing the whoa. Out here doing the goddamn Cabbage Patch percolator and the goddamn electric slide. These motherfuckers is doing dances that ain't even around no fucking more. That's how long they've been dancing. And as a matter of fact, every single person that Barack Obama has endorsed, Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, each one of them motherfuckers have danced and jived for black folks. And matter of fact, nigga, didn't you sing Al Green, motherfucker? So it was okay for you to sing Al Green, but it's a problem when you say black folks like hip hop. And first off, black folks voting Donald Trump does not have nothing to do with hip hop. Nobody sees Donald Trump and thinks rap music. No fucking body sees that. Ain't no motherfucker walking around associating Donald Trump with Suge Knight. Nobody sees Donald Trump as Birdman, nigga. You feel me? Barack Obama sounded like what he really is. An old ass white man. Cause that's what Barack Obama really is. All that shit with Barack Obama being the hip hop president, which by the way, he used to run with. He ain't had no problem bringing Kendrick Lamar, Young Jeezy, all these motherfuckers. By the way, Joe Biden had Young Jeezy with him. Ain't that hip hop? He ain't say shit about get your ass to the polls and the strippers and shit like that. He ain't say nothing again. That's your party, nigga. Every time a black person gets shot, what does Barack Obama do? He says, vote Democrat. Every time a black person gets killed, vote Democrat. If it goddamn rains outside, we say, what should we do? Bring an umbrella? Nope, vote Democrat. Vote Democrat is literally the problem solver for every fucking issue in the world to Obama. He thinks black folks are going to get freedom, not by independence, not by reparations, not by liberation. Nope. All of that shit is only going to be achieved by voting Democrat. What's the old saying? O.J. Simpson said, I'm not black, I'm O.J. Obama said the same thing. Only he says, I ain't black, I'm a Democrat. That's his fucking race. Motherfuckers sit down and they check black on their race. They check mixed on their race. They check Latino, Asian, European. Obama checks Democrat. That motherfucker thinks he's blue like Avatar. Somebody tell this motherfucking Democrat is not a race. You feel me? It's black power, nigga, not blue power. That's what this motherfucker be on. So for him to advocate for the Democrats so goddamn much, the party that is notorious for trying to speak to black men like they fucking idiots, for trying to speak to black folks like we stupid, trying to hip hop bebop to us all the fucking time. For him to sit there and talk about it like it's something wrong with us when that's the number one fucking approach that his party has and has always had for 60 years is some straight up, flat out, hands down bullshit. And I don't want to hear none of the fucking Obama excuses. I don't want to hear none of the fucking alibis, none of the justifications. Fuck that nigga. Straight up. In reality, black folks don't owe this nigga shit. I seen Michelle Obama say she was insulted when black people didn't come out. Like black folks owe her something. Let me tell you something. There ain't a black motherfucker on this earth that the black race is in debt to. We all in this shit together. So when you start speaking about how black folks owe you something, you already told me you a counterfeit nigga. You already told me you say you solo, you over there. We over here, you over there. You done separated yourself. Black folks don't owe the Obama shit, cause last time I checked, it was black people sitting in the motherfucking rain, sitting in the motherfucking snow, catching hell out here in these streets voting for you. Black people are dead now because of this man. When this man got elected, he sent white supremacists into a frenzy, and white supremacists went around shooting everything they seen that was black. Women, kids, everybody. 90% of the black people that you've seen die over the last couple years on some race soldier shit has been because of Obama. That motherfucker's election sent shockwaves through the whole goddamn country. It set white supremacists off, and we all know this shit. When y'all seen the motherfuckers out there having them fake lynchings, saying Obama wasn't really an American, calling him a Kenyan, making all those motherfucking threats, it was us who got the blowback. It was us who was in danger. It was us who had to deal with these motherfuckers. It was your average, everyday, indigenous black American. We the ones who had to deal with this motherfucker. They couldn't get to him, so they came taking that shit out on us. This is the reason why motherfuckers was shooting black kids over loud rap music, or shooting black kids who walked through their yard, or shooting black women who were knocking at the door. This is why, because of that motherfucker. So no, trust me, homeboy. We don't know you shit. If anything, you owe us. And you know how you can repay us? You can repay us by shutting your motherfucking mouth. Okay, if you gonna have that white master dick in your mouth, then you keep it in your mouth. And let that white master dick keep your mouth so stuffed, nigga, that you don't speak on us. How about that? Don't speak about us with his dick in your mouth. Okay, you disqualified, partner. Alright? You ain't no real foundational black American, ADOS, black indigenous American. You ain't none of that shit, first off. We ain't even gonna get into your background and why you so out of touch with us, okay? We ain't gonna talk about how your wife is the only real black American in your goddamn family. We ain't gonna talk about that. We can go there, but we ain't gonna go there. We can talk about how your mama white and your daddy is a foreign black. So you ain't got no business talking on domestic black issues like hip hop. No wonder you don't understand hip hop, because hip hop was created right here in this country. These 50 motherfucking states, this tribe right here, we created this. Not no foreign motherfucker. You understand? Not no white girl. We created this. So I see why you got you a little animal with hip hop, because it don't belong to you. It ain't your creation, it's ours. And this ain't the first time he said some funny shit about hip hop. He had this little summit or some shit with Stephen Curry, the basketball player. And on that summit, he started clowning black. He brought up hip hop out of nowhere. Motherfuckers wasn't even talking about hip hop. He just brought it up. And he was talking about, well, he started questioning motherfuckers' manhood. I know he ain't questioning nobody's fucking manhood. Rainbow president. You feel me? He started talking about some, well, you know, maybe the reason you got the girls dancing in your videos with no clothes on is because rappers ain't securing their manhood. This coming from you, nigga? This coming from you, gay marriage? Yeah, keep your fucking mouth closed. And first off, the motherfucker sounded like a 1993 Republican. Like this shit is like 91, 92 and shit. He sounded like Dan Quayle and Dolores Tucker, like when they was breaking Snoop Dogg CDs in the middle of the fucking street and stepping on them. When they was trying to ban rap music and shit. When they was trying to stop black rap concerts. I mean, this motherfucker got in the time machine, went all the way back to the early 90s. He's using black attacks from 30 fucking years ago. He's using talking points that motherfuckers were saying before the internet even came out. God damn, when the Cosby Show was still on the air. This how far back in time Barack Obama went to try to bring up dirt on black folks. Shit we done conquered and moved on from. His ass is still back there, cause that's who the fuck he really is. This nigga out here acting like when they was trying to ban rap music and they was making motherfuckers put parental advisories on CDs and shit. This nigga sound like Dolores Tucker Tupac was talking about. Dolores Tucker use a motherfucker. Damn, this motherfucker was saying the same shit that people who were talking about Tupac was saying. And Tupac been dead for 25 years. Fuck this nigga. He said this shit in the 2000s. And this is when Trump first won the presidency. So instead of talking about Donald Trump, instead of talking about white supremacy, you do what you always do. You take the backdoor route. You always ignore white supremacy and you start talking about black people. So this nigga sitting here talking about black men like hip hop music and there's some like shit about our manhood or some shit. He's trying to draw some fake bullshit line between the two of them. The man who did more for gay people in 1 year than he did for black people in 8 years has got the nerve to try to talk about us. Nah, motherfucker, we gonna talk about you. Sit your ass down. I know every time the white man come up, you try to shift the energy back to black people. Motherfuckers say, how do you feel about white supremacy? Well, let's talk about hip hop. Huh? Nigga, we ain't asked you that. How do you feel about Donald Trump? Well, Donald Trump's bad. But let's talk about Jerome's hair. What? What the fuck that got to do with anything? All right, let me ask you a question. What do you feel about racist white people? Well, I feel that if we just picked up our pants and paid child support, then, you know, things would change. Nigga, we ain't talking about that. You clown. But this is what you gotta expect from Barack Ho-Bama. You gotta expect hoe shit from a hoe ass nigga. You ain't gonna get real shit from a hoe ass nigga. You gonna get hoe shit from a hoe ass nigga. That's why we call him Barack Ho-Bama. Cause he gonna always do hoe ass shit. Especially when it come to black people. You know what I mean? He's never went around and tried to criticize white folks. Motherfucker, your mama white. Why don't you go around and talk shit about all the crazy white things? You rather make up shit about black people and talk about hip hop music from 30 years ago and call black people thugs for rioting, but not say shit about white supremacists who's out here shooting folks. I get it. I see you. Everything we say about this man is straight real. You feel me? He didn't do nothing for black people. He has no right to speak on black people. And if you do speak on black people, make sure you got that same energy for all these other groups out here. All those groups that you supported and did all these things for, you better speak on their asses too. You better criticize them too. We want that same energy and that same smoke. It ain't gonna be you say all this shit about black folks and don't do nothing for us, but then you do all this shit for other people and you hush, quiet when it come to them. You didn't do nothing for black folks, and don't let nobody tell you, cause then you get niggas reaching and saying, he did do that for black folks. He did this, and they be pulling out the goddamn fishing pole, flipping that bitch down the block, trying to reel it in. They got to reach down, they be breaking their goddamn shoulder, trying to reach for shit that he did for black people. He ain't do nothing for black people. And the shit he did for black people was all indirect, trickle down bullshit. Everything he did for us was some indirect, unspecific policy. Everything he did for other people was direct, specific, exclusive. So don't come up in here talking that bullshit. Now, out of 276 executive orders, he didn't do one directly for black people. That means if he would have did one, just one, he'd have still had 275 more for all the other groups that he loved so goddamn much, that he took so good care of over us. He didn't give us one out of 276. He passed reparations for foreigners, didn't even pass them for black Americans. That's why we call him Ho-Bama. That's why we gonna keep calling him Brock Ho-Bama. He gonna always be to me Brock Ho-Bama. I know my shit. I know my game. I'm super thorough on this. I'm well averse. He didn't do nothing for black people. The fact that he walk around like he's some kind of king, some kind of boss, like he can speak on black issues, even though he's never put in the work, he don't have the alignment, and he don't have that passion for black people. That ain't how it work, and that's why we call him Barack Ho-Bama, because that's some hoe shit. You ain't gonna talk down on black folks and not do things for black folks, especially when you had the power. He did all types of executive orders. He got all types of things accomplished for everybody else. So all that he couldn't really do it, that's bullshit, another excuse. Don't listen to them apologists, they gonna make excuses out the wind. His ass did all types of things for everyone else. He had the power to do it, he chose not to do it. I mean, look, Donald Trump came into office, his first day, he was making executive orders like he was signing autographs. Same shit Obama could have did the whole time, didn't do nothing. Didn't do nothing. Because he thought he was gonna con black folks, hustle black folks forever. The same shit he did on them civil rights niggas. Just like everybody else, he did not expect this rise in certified black society that was gonna put pressure on everybody. Because we done came and changed the game. Just saying shit, just showing up and getting away with them lies, that shit don't work no more. Out with the old, in with the new. Too bad you thought all that old shit was gonna work forever. Nothing lasts forever. And if you watch him, that's what he's trying to do. Y'all see now he's trying to get on the Martin Luther King campaign. He's trying to walk around now and try to be this black leader who goes around and criticizes black folks. He's doing the same thing Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton and all them civil rights niggas did. How they went around post-civil rights era and just basically said black folks is problems, black folks are the issue, white folks are great. That's the kind of campaign, that's the tour Barack Obama's on now. He's trying to ride that same wave. He's trying to play that role. And we won't allow that shit. Just like them punk motherfuckers was on from the 80s to the 90s to the 2000s. They was on some yes massa, massa's good, black folks is bad. That's the type of role he's trying to play. He been groomed to be that. But see, the problem was he got away with that shit before. And now you got some real niggas in the place and we ain't gonna allow it. Barack Obama's trying to be that same person that went around and talked about how we needed a crime bill back in the early 90s. He's trying to be that sellout old nigga that sells out the youth. That's the role he's been groomed for. That's what he's campaigning. And that's the position he's trying to take now. Only problem is your ass gonna run into all types of issues trying to do that on these B1s out here today. Just to let you know that. And let me say this. Let me put this on the line right here, right now. Let me make this crystal clear. And I know I'm speaking on behalf of Certified Black Society, Foundational Black Americans, ADOS, B1s, every conscious, real black person living on the planet today. I know I'm speaking for them. Barack Obama ain't no motherfucking leader of black people. That nigga has never been no leader of black folks. He never will be. He never has. He don't have it in him. And we reject his ass. I know these Democrats, these Democoons been trying to force this nigga, put him in the Malcolm X category, the Bobby Seale category, the Martin Luther King, the Frederick Douglass. Hell no. Hell no, hell no, hell no. I'm stopping that shit. Nope, we won't tolerate that. We can't have that. We can't have that. You can't stand next to none of those black kings, none of those black leaders. Frederick Douglass, Marcus Garvey, all the men I just named. You can't stand next to none of our sisters. You can't stand next to no black leader. And I would never disrespect them by putting this clown on the same line. You don't just show up and get that type of praise. To get that praise with them people we just talked about, oh, you got to put in work. You got to have alignment. And he ain't got none of that. So we can cancel that black leadership with him. Remember, being successful as a black person is different than being successful for black people. Barack Obama achieved a lot as a person, as an individual, but he didn't do shit for the group. He didn't do shit for the family. He didn't do a goddamn thing. So don't come up in here trying to make this nigga no leader. That nigga ain't no leader of us. He damn sure ain't no leader of us. Don't talk about what he achieved a lot and he made this happen. Fuck him. Remember, Michelle Obama said she felt insulted. Remember, she said she's so low. She said we owe them something. Remember, they said that they over there. You ain't gonna separate yourself when you feel like it and then try to be the leader when you want to. Hell no. That was a myth. I remember when this nigga got elected. They was talking about goddamn Rosa Sad, Martin Dream, so Obama could fucking be the yes we can nigga or the LGBTQ president. I don't know what the fuck they said. I seen all types of memes. They got memes with Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and Obama. Same shit they trying to do with Kamala Harris, where they got pictures of her walking into the school like the little girl back in the day. Bullshit. They got fake drawings of her sitting next to Rosa Parks and shit. Man, please, man, get the fuck out of here, yo. Get the fuck out of here. These motherfuckers ain't no leaders. Hell no, y'all taking non-black people, trying to make them the leader of black people. Y'all taking people who have never done nothing for black people, trying to make them the leader of black people. Y'all taking motherfuckers who have openly said they won't do shit for black folks, trying to make them the leader of black people. And you're taking motherfuckers who have harmed black society and trying to make them the leader of black people. Well, guess what? I'm speaking on behalf of real black people. Fuck them. They ain't accepted. And that's what we gotta do. We gotta do that more. One of the biggest issues that face our people is that the counterfeits, the smuts, the coons, the suckers, the sellouts, they always speak on behalf of us. And they try to dictate and determine what blackness is. And us real ones, we don't do that enough. If you a real certified black person, a real B1, a real authentic black, you got to be loud. You got to say that shit. James Brown said niggas say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. He didn't say whisper the shit. He didn't say get overtalked by a coon, nigga. You understand me? We need to start letting that shit be known. These motherfuckers talk over them. These motherfuckers speak louder. Fuck them. Don't never let no coon determine our destiny, because you already know that the dominant society is trying to pick them out and put them in high places, which means we just got to be more strong. We got to be more determined. We got to have more authority and conviction when we speak. I don't give a fuck with doing that. I do that shit all day long. It ain't nothing to slap a coon around. I do that shit for fun. You feel me? And that's what we got to do. We got to reject these motherfuckers, and not just reject them in a vague way. We need to reject them strongly, and do that, and we determine our own path. And we ain't got to worry about walking down the path with some sucker done laid out. We walk down our own, we blaze our own fucking path. And you only do that shit by being a black alpha, strong-minded. And the first motherfucker on our list, Obama. Get his ass up out of here, which really we are already in the process of rejecting him, because them little Obama quotes, that shit don't really hit no more. And we roasting his ass for that bullshit. But in reality, that shit don't work like it did 6-7 years ago. That shit don't work. Only thing them Obama quotes really work for is those Democrats and the niggas at 60 and up. But even then, you got some niggas 60 and up who say fuck him. You know what I'm saying? 2008, 2009, bruh, you was in full motherfucking effect. You had the wool over black folks, but a lot of motherfuckers came to find out that you was a bum, you was a fraud, and that shit don't really bounce no more. You know what I mean? They evicted your shit and got you the fuck about the place. You dig? That's the same shit going on with Kamala Harris. They're trying to run Obama 2.0. They tried to do that Gillum dude. You know what I'm saying? That that motherfucker. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That undercover sucker. They tried to do it with him. Black folks rejected him. Then they try to force Kamala Harris, and then now we rejecting her. They're literally running the same blueprint that they did with Barack Obama with Kamala Harris, and she's meeting the motherfucking wall. Black folks ain't going for her. You know what I'm saying? Because we done seen it already with Obama. You would think that Obama and Kamala Harris were brother and sister. I mean, look at the motherfuckers. Watch the way they talk. Watch the way they act. The words that come out their mouth. They both Democrats, Democoons, who do not identify with being real black folk. They both portray that shit, and they only portray it so they can have some type of advantage and do massive dirty work within black society. The only reason Obama even says anything about being black, the only reason Kamala Harris has ever said anything about being black is only so they can control black people. But once the control ain't there no more, they ain't got no power, and then they got to answer the white massa and explain why they shit don't go off no more. Why it don't work like they used to. Trust me, Obama got to go. He got to go talk to white massa. And white massa's going to want some questions answered. They're going to want to know why his speeches don't hit hard. They're going to want to know why when he point, black folks don't follow. When he say jump, black folks don't say how high. He got to answer the massa. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Barack Obama was the least powerful president ever in American history. This motherfucker was the head of the Democratic Party and was still getting checked by low-budget Democratic people. He was the head of the country and was getting checked by trailer park people. What was that dude, Joe the plumber? This motherfucker was a plumber and was checking Obama, had Obama stuttering. No, I'll tax you. He was scared to death. This motherfucker was acting like he was in front of the judge, facing 3 to 5, getting checked by some goddamn plumber. I mean, nigga, the president getting checked by a plumber? You know that'll only go on with a suck-ass Democrat like Barack Obama. When Barack Obama went on Fox News and the guy kept cutting him off, Obama couldn't even talk. You know why? Because he was scared. He wasn't going to say nothing crazy to that white man, because he understands, even being the president, even being the head of the Democratic Party, he's still beneath a white person. You feel me? And this is why his ass gotta answer the white man today. Don't ever think that nigga got power. His ass gotta explain why he can't control black folks like he did 10 years ago. That's why he coming out the woodwork talking about hip hop music and talking about bling bling and all types of just, he might as well just got on that motherfucker and said, you know, black men are some dumbass niggas who like to shuck and jive. What's up, dawg? What's cracking, Wody? That motherfucker sounded like a 70-year-old white man. He sounded like Joe Biden. Because that's who the fuck he is. He's only trying to be like his granddaddy. Ain't like he ever had no certifieds around him. This motherfucker didn't see black people until he moved to Chicago. This motherfucker was 30-something. How many niggas you know that was in Hawaii in the 1960s and 70s? There ain't a lot of niggas in Hawaii today. There was probably about 7. And then, how many motherfucking niggas was in Harvard or Yale back in the 80s? There's probably about 3 of them. He didn't see black folks until he moved to Chicago, and he was in his 30s. That motherfucker don't know nothing. He look at Joe Biden the same way he look at his granddaddy. And he looks at black people the same way his granddaddy looked at black people. The same way his grandma looked at black people. You wanna know what that is? Barack Obama, hate to break it to all the Democrats, I hate to break it to all the civil rights Negroes. Barack Obama's Barack Ho-Bama, he sees black folks as niggers. Not nigga, not niggas, not I want to be your N-I-G-G-A. No, he views black folks as niggers. The same way the nosy, angry white man across the street does. Because that's who raised Barack. My bad. This shit funny. Cause that's who raised Barack Obama. And that's what the fuck he is. God damn. Oh shit, hey, I told you on the AlphaCast, man, we live and fucking direct, man. Straight up. Hey, if it come out, it come out. That's how the fuck it is. Take it how it is. But that's how Barack Obama is. Barack Obama, and I'm gonna say this shit without laughing. Barack Obama is an old ass white man. Barack Obama is an old ass white man. And if you can look and see how he act, that's why you fucking know it. He talks about black folks the same way an old ass white man does. He talks down on them, he wags his finger at them, he criticizes them, he speaks ill about them in front of white folks, just like an old ass white man. This motherfucker looks like the grumpy old men. He looks like, what was that motherfucking Dennis the Menace when the old white man was always yelling at the boy? That's who the fuck Barack Obama is. Y'all motherfuckers thought he was gonna grow up and be like a old head, like he was gonna be an old school nigga. All that Al Green and shit that he was kicking, he wasn't gonna grow up to be that. Nigga won't grow up to be no motherfucking Marvin Gaye, no Billy D. Williams, nigga. This motherfucker grew up to be Clint Eastwood or John Boyd. I told you, he's like the old ass man in your neighborhood, the old white motherfucker that go out and check the newspaper every day. That's who the fuck Barack Obama grew up as. What you thought? How the fuck you thought he was gonna grow up? To be some certified black? He's not one. To be an FBA ADOS? He's not one. He ain't got no old heads in his family to teach him that shit. This motherfucker ain't got no young folks in his family to teach him. Remember, he the rainbow guy. He the rainbow president. So sit your rainbow ass over there. Cause you didn't grow up to be no old head. You ain't grow up to be no OG. Y'all thought y'all was gonna get an OG. But really you just got an old ass white man. And when he talks all that shit about black men and talks all that shit about black culture, he's basically saying, get out my yard, nigga. Read between the fucking lines. Point blank. Now we all know there's a lot of Obama lovers, a lot of Obama apologists, and quite frankly just a lot of Obama dick riders that love this motherfucker with a passion, and you can't say shit about that man. They will defend his ass no matter what. They don't want to hear no reality. All they want to live is in a fake ass world about Obama. All I got is the B1s. As long as I got that, I'm good. And you know how we feel about that man. Fuck him. And you know, here's the thing. We be real with it. Just like average everyday black folks, we gave this man a chance. Don't get mad at us because we gave him a chance. Don't get mad at us because we based him off his behavior, off his demonstrations, off his record. Ain't nobody making up nothing about this guy. Everything we saying about this man is thorough. The average black person out here who criticizes him, who speaks the truth about him, we only basing this shit off of what he did, what he's done, what he said. We ain't pulling shit out the sky. If he don't like it, he shouldn't have did it. You know what I'm saying? Until then, he gonna get this work. He gonna get this real black work. The average sister and brother I know, they gave this man a chance. There was a time where they fucked with this man on the surface. Gave his ass an opportunity, he fucked it up, now we call it how it is. And we gonna always be that way. Call that shit right down the fucking middle. No passage. Y'all may give him a pass. Y'all may make excuses. We don't. We keep it all the way real. All my sisters and brothers who call this man out and people get mad at you, man, keep calling his ass out. Fuck these people's feelings and fuck their emotions. As far as these clowns is concerned, they'll let this motherfucker do all types of dirt against us. Don't let none of these apologists knock you off from being real about this man. A real one's a real one. A fake one's a fake one. and a hoe is a hoe. And that's why I call his ass Brock Ho-Bama. Remember when he called the black protesters thugs in Baltimore? When they were protesting the unjust killing of Freddie Gray? Remember, he stood by it. He said, yup, they thugs. I stand by it. Y'all remember that? Now, have you ever heard him say that about a white supremacist? Have you ever heard him say a white supremacist is a thug? Have you ever even heard him say a white supremacist is just wrong? Matter of fact, fuck that. I one up you. Have you ever even heard this motherfucker use the term white supremacy? I will cash app any motherfucker right now off rip. $500. Put your name in the comment section. I will send you money if you can find a small clip of this motherfucker ever using the word white supremacist. I seen Taylor Swift use the word white supremacist before Obama. A damn white girl pop singer done said the words white supremacy before I've ever heard it come from Obama. Ever heard it come from Obama. Obama have a whole conversation about white supremacy and never once used the term white supremacy. He'll dance around, talk around, speak around that motherfucker in circles because he's scared. He'll never say white supremacy because then he's going to have to answer to his master. So he'll say thug. He'll say black fathers are absent. Y'all remember when he gave that speech talking about black fathers are absent as if white families ain't. As if white folks don't deal with this shit. Matter of fact, there's more absent white fathers than black fathers. And he's mixed, so why ain't he talking about his white side? He quick to tell everybody that he's mixed, that his mama white. Okay, then why don't you speak on white issues? Why are you coming over here? How come you mixed, but when it come to criticizing the community, you always come and criticize your black side? Alright, well, if you talking about the black side, motherfucker, then you ain't black and go sit your ass over there. If they'll accept you, and we know they won't. So think about it. A motherfucker who calls black men thugs, says black fathers are deadbeats and are irresponsible, says rap music is misogynistic, homophobic, materialistic, and pollutes the brain of young black folks. What would you call somebody who says all of those things about black folk? You know what I would call him? I would call him an old ass white man. Cause that's exactly who the fuck says that shit the most. So if an old ass white man says all that shit about black people, and Barack Obama says all that shit about black people, then you know what that means? That means Barack Obama done became an old ass white man. Because that's what he always wanted to be. Just like his granddaddy. If he walks like an old white man, if he talks like an old white man, and if he thinks like an old white man, then that done made him an old ass white man. Maybe that's why he loved Joe Biden so much. Maybe he sees himself the same as Joe Biden. I mean, think about it. Joe Biden probably looks like his granddaddy anyway. That's why Joe Biden was his vice president. That's why Joe Biden was his right-hand man. That's why he loved Joe. Because Joe is what Obama's always wanted to be. An old-ass white man. And that's what Obama is now. He went from the first black president to just another old, racist-ass white man. That same old-ass white man that hated Obama's guts is the same old-ass white man that Barack Obama ended up becoming. Damn. Now, ain't that about a bitch? Facts on facts. But yo, that's it for today's Black AlphaCast. Smash that subscribe button. We working, we grinding, and most importantly, we on code. No compromise for the code. Either you want it or get the fuck off. Now, Barack Obama, exposed. You ain't one, you ain't no leader. Sit your ass down. You don't like hip hop, you don't like black culture, you don't like black men. Good, we already knew that. But guess what? We don't like your ass either. Take them Democrats and all y'all motherfuckers can go that away. This another one from the real one. We gonna keep working and grinding together. Black AlphaCast, I'm Black Alpha 6. I'm gonna catch all my real ones on the other side. And before I get up out of here, I gotta say it. One love to all my brothers, sisters, kings, queens, the goddess, and the gods. Holla.
That's our motto. We want freedom by any means necessary.
Yeah, I might be anywhere, but when I leave, you remember I said with the last words on my lips, I am.